Hello guys, it's just let me turn this off. Little 1200. So today is Thursday, 2nd of June. I'm going to do some more work on the 400. I'm going to see if I can get it turning over. But first, what I'm going to do is I'm going to change the screen on that thing to this clear one, because that's horrendous, and I'm going to also put on a fuel filter. This is what I mean by I need a new belly pan. There's a big crack down it there, and it's also got an oil leak, and I don't know where that's coming from, but I'm going to have to find out. But there was loads of oil underneath the side stand this morning, and I'll show you where. So there, look, so you can see that's where the side stand was. So I've got a little bit of an oil leak, so I need to sort that out. And what I want to do, I just want to double check this front brake oil fluid level, because so the brake doesn't come on while it's literally there, and I don't like that. I like it almost instantly. So I'll get cracked on with it. Oh, I'm going to adjust the chain as well, because it's a little bit too slack for me, is that? So see what I mean? I need to just adjust that a little bit. So we'll get cracked on, and then what we'll do is we'll do the work on this first. I'll do a bit on the ZXR400. I'm here till dinner time. It's about 8:30, and I'm going to come back down here on the push bike, and I'm going to go for a spin on this, I think, later on again. So right, I'll be back shortly. Right, I can't get this screen off just yet, because it means having to take all this off, because when I try and undo that one, it's just spinning round. Same with the other side, and one of these is spinning round as well, and not going anywhere, and that's all behind the dashboard. So sod it, I'm going to do the screen another day. So all I've done now is just put these 4 bolts in there. I could only find 2 of the originals, so I've had to just stick them in. So that'll stop the clocks rattling around. So what I'm going to do now is put that fuel filter on. The reason I'm putting a fuel filter on is because when I come to put some fuel in this the other day, you won't be able to see it, but it's all rusty there. And I don't want any shit going in carbs while I'm going down road, so for the sake of a 10-minute job, I'll stick that fuel filter on. I mean, you can see how bad that is, but anyway, we'll do that. Right, got the tank off. I wish I wouldn't have filled it with petrol now, because it were fucking dead ever. So what I'm going to do is, that's the pipe from the tank to the... Oh! There's a filter in there. That is a filter in it. It is. Cool. Right, there's a fuel filter in there, which is good. Right, fuck it, I don't have to do this then. What I'm going to do, I'm going to chop this and put it there. Like that. But I don't think I'll bother, because there's one in. Because obviously that pipe was then into the pump, and then the pump then goes up to the carbs. So I won't bother with that then. I shall put this back and leave it as it is. What I could do. You'll notice also there's no X-up cables on, and the reason that is because obviously there's another exhaust on it without the X-up valve. But if you do take the X-up valve, if you do swap the exhaust, just leave this on, and then the bike thinks that it's still controlling the valve in the exhaust. And because I'm working on the fuel, I've disconnected the battery. So right, that's okay then, I'm happy with that. I'll put the petrol tank back on. I'm a bit pissed off about that though. That shouldn't be just hanging there like that. Never mind, so I need to do something with that. Anyway, right, I'll get the petrol tank back on then. Right, that's as much as I'm doing on the Thunderace today. So the chain's fully adjusted. I've just double checked this front brake, that feels a lot better. Managed to bleed that one a bit more, but this one was really tight, and I thought, no, just leave it, because if I try and force it, it'll snap. So one day what I'll do is I'll take the caliper off and I'll get that moving. So the chain is adjusted now, a lot better. So I'm happy with that. So I started it up, I shit myself. I started it up and I thought, oh, I'll just give me shock absorber a quick blast with like WD-40 type stuff. And I'd turned the engine off, but I'd forgotten that the exhaust was red hot. And loads of smoke came off, and I thought, oh shit. So all I've done is just give it a quick rub down. So that's it. I shall go for a spin on this later on, I think. But I won't be taking the camera with me again, because that was pretty rubbish with that fucking video I did yesterday. It was bouncing all over the place. Right. Let's continue with a piece of shit. So, the handlebar. Let me get the handlebar. Where is it? It's in here somewhere. Was bent, as you know, and I've had it home and I've heated it up and tried to straighten it, but you can still see it's clearly bent. So, and for some reason on eBay you only seem to be able to get hold of left-hand handlebars. So obviously these must be going down on the right-hand side a lot, and they're all fucked. So I'm gonna have to make do with that. I bought some the other day, but then that, whatever you call it there, that bloody sticky out bit that goes there, under there, it was wrong. It was over here somewhere, so the bar was down here when you put it on. So I need to get a proper bar for it. So, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the bar on. The other thing I've got a problem with is the rear brake slave cylinder. I just cannot get them screws out. So they're just turning, and I've jammed everything in, and I've just got lost my temper with it, so I'm going to just leave that. So what I'm going to do is I'll just fill up that with brake fluid, and just put that on for now, and just do the brake that way, I think, because there's absolutely naff all there. So there's that to do. I really need to get this puncture sorted out, because that's just annoying me. I'll get the tank off. Once I've got the bar on, I can put the throttle back on, I can put the carbs back on, and then what we'll do is I'll stick a battery on and see if it'll turn over. Right, after hours of pissing about with this thing, I've got the carbs back on, but I've had to leave the throttle cable off because that bar's bent, and I think these are the wrong cables. So when you put them on, and you put it the proper way, route it, it's just really tight. So I'm going to have to leave it off, and then just see what it's like, to be honest with you. I've put the front master cylinder on, brake cylinder, so I need to bleed the brakes up at the front. The brake is now bled at the back, which is pretty pointless because it ain't fucking going anywhere at the moment. I've put a load of water in, so I just need to top that up, and then I've put the battery on, so it is spinning over, but I've introduced no fuel whatsoever at the moment. I've got a can, I think, in car somewhere, so I'll just top it up with water, and then I'll put some fuel in. Breathe. It's one thing after another. So I was just testing the I've even forgotten what those are fucking called, but that you can clearly see that's fucking stuck open in it, which just pissed me off a bit. So now I need to get this fucking cap off to release it. I'm pissed off. Right, I've tried to sort of like fashion up a temporary fuel pipe, but it's not having it. So, because it's fucking leaking out of there, and no matter how tight I tighten it, I can't seem to stop it. So I've got the good old carb spray. So let's see if it does it. I'll stand back just in case. Put this round my neck. Right, there's something very, very weird going on here. There's no spark, so I've got spark plug out, and I've been spinning that over and there's no spark. Now, this is the weird thing about it. So this is the ignition wire that goes to the ignition lock. So you can clearly see that that's off. But the fucking wires are still on, the lights are on. Right, so the oil light's on and the neutral light's on. How is that possible when that's not even connected? So there's something not right. I've disconnected the ignition switch there, look. What the fuck is going on here? I've no idea what's going on, but there's something not right, clearly. So, how do I check this? And this is supposed to be a good loom. No, still on. The only way I can get the ignition lights off is to unplug that one. So why is the ignition lights on when there's no bloody ignition connected to it? Right, I'm going to unplug everything. Right, so there's 4 30 amp fuses there that are blown, and the reason and there was no spark. The reason being, well, that thing. I am sick to death of buying second-hand fucking parts off eBay that are no good. So as soon as I plugged it into that, it blew. So we are now going to try it. Where's my fucking carb spray gone? Did you hear that? Oh, what a beauty! Right, let me get some petrol on. Right, what I've done is I've just slid the exhaust can on. Shit. And I can't get the fuel pump on this pipe, so I've just poured a load of petrol down that pipe. So hopefully, if I now spray this shit in there, start it up again, it might just crack up. Well, we're getting there slowly. Oops. Oh, I shouldn't have revved it. I wonder if it's run out of petrol. Well, it's running. water leak. Never mind. Right, believe it or not, that was only firing on cylinders 1 and 2 because that's hot, that's hot, them two are stone cold. So 3 and 4 are not firing. Right, okay.